Hello everybody, and just here, and welcome back to Shield Heroes Season 3, Episode 2. From what you guys told me in the comments, apparently this episode didn't really skip anything of the story. And if it skipped anything, then it wasn't much. And the first half of it would otherwise be presented in flashbacks to give the reader the ability to find themselves within the story, to remind them of where we are and whatnot. Interesting because all the time I've been watching the previous episode, I really felt like there was something skipped, but that was probably because the characters were just teleporting from place to place, and that is fairly often equal to just skipping some material. I am very glad it's not the case though. So hey, thumbs up. One of my worries has been alleviated. We don't know, of course, how the rest of the story progresses, rest of the season, but hopefully nothing bad happens and the pacing stays good. They don't skip much, and if they skip anything, then it's not going to be any relevant elements of the plot. What happened in the previous episode, though? Well, it all started with Naofumi being summoned by Mirelia to give his report, essentially, and then we learn that the 7-star heroes are missing. They just went somewhere, never returned, or rather, nobody knows where they are, except one, the staff hero, who turns out to be King Ultocry Melromark the 32nd, or as he is better known nowadays, Trash. So we already have an overarching plot for the season, finding the 7-star heroes. Alternatively, finding the main heroes, the mainline heroes. So, what were their names again? Motoyasu, Ren, and Itsuki, because they have also disappeared somewhere. Probably they've been beaten by Naofumi. Naofumi ended up the MVP, had to rescue them, so they are probably sulking somewhere in the reaches of Melromark or in the reaches of the world as a whole. Maybe we're gonna have some story follow them. Maybe we're gonna have Naofumi find them. We'll see. I'm not sure. But we have the plot of the main heroes missing and also the secondary heroes missing, besides the staff hero. It's interesting. I just noticed how the only person who's not missing out of the main heroes is Naofumi, and the only person not missing from the star heroes is Trash. Poetic, isn't it? Interesting. Naofumi got a new shield, the Spirit Tortoise shield, and now the Spirit Phoenix or something of the sort is gonna awaken, so they need to, of course, prevent that. On the way, Naofumi stopped at his village. He stopped at our well-known Beloukas, is his name, I believe, the slave trader from Melromark, to buy more villagers of Raphtalia's village to repopulate it. But as it turns out, they've been sold out. And they're getting sold out very, very easily because Shield Hero wants them, right? The biggest hero of them all wants those slaves, so of course they are worthwhile. Of course they are a good investment, because Shield Hero will come and he will buy them off of me by giving me tenfold of the amount of money that I paid for them. And even if he doesn't, it's, of course, I have something that the Shield Hero desires. I'm better than you lot. Right? A symbol of status, essentially. So Naofumi unknowingly created a brand, of slaves, the shield hero slaves. You know, it's like fucking the Gucci, the Gucci of slaves. However wrong that sounds, but that's essentially what happened. That's essentially what he created, unbeknownst to him. So now we are in another city whose name I forgot. I think it starts with Z. I'm not sure though. We are here. Naofumi, of course, wants to buy the slaves. The one that is being sold as the slave from the village actually isn't. Raftalia was able to tell. But one will arrive. 100%. We're gonna get fresh batch soon. Make sure you get the money. Naofumi doesn't have the money, and the easiest way to earn it, of course, an underground, probably illegal as fuck, arena. So we head over there. We meet a mysterious woman who will 100% be relevant, perhaps a hero from another world, or perhaps one of the star heroes. That's entirely plausible. And yeah, Naofumi and his team are fighting at the arena now. In disguises, Raftalia also uses her illusion magic to give Naofumi a sword so that nobody thinks that he's a shield hero, and they're gonna have to win a lot of fights and bet money on themselves and win the money to buy the slaves. That's the plot so far. Where it's gonna go during the course of the season, I don't know. Who's to say? What I expect today from this episode is more arena, because I don't think we're gonna move from this plot, from this arc particularly fast. I would say at least like 2-3 more fights at the arena, maybe until episode 3-4, something thereabouts, then we're gonna move on with the story. But of course I could be mistaken. To know about it, we're gonna need to watch it, of course. So how about we do exactly that? To watch this episode, you're gonna need your subs to follow along with me. I'm gonna need my sound to hear what's going on. I probably shouldn't be wearing headphones with my piercing quite yet, but oh well. I'm just gonna clean it really well after I'm done. I really don't like recording in earphones. And I'm also gonna have to ask you guys for your support monetarily on Patreon or YouTube, linked down below or not. Share my content, spread the word, costs you nothing, helps a lot. And with all of that out of the way, we can start watching episode 2 of season 2 of Shield Hero in 3, 2, 1, go. Raspberry tea from the bottle this time around. I didn't feel like brewing myself a new cup, so... Oh! That was easy. Is it the Beastman boy? Well, shit. Because they notice you're hella strong. And they turned tail. And Philo has a new weapon. That's cool. Clothes are of course more befitting of her, but... You know, mastering some new weapons is always fun. That's a new character. With this, like, jester hat. Or is it just Melty? And I mistook her twin tails for a jester hat. Yeah, something tells me that we're gonna learn more about the remaining 3 heroes in this season. Risha is going to fully embrace her power. Probably. Plenty of new characters. I wonder if they are the 7-star heroes. I like this opening. Nice song, nice visuals. Nadia. Is this Nadia? Buy me a drink. I mean, if there is anybody who can do it, it's gonna be Naofumi. Oh, she likes a man who can hold his liquor. Okay. Trident hero? Or, well, bident in this case. Or axe. And a sort of a bardish looking double-bladed thing counts as an axe. Okay, so it is Nadia. Yeah, for a moment I thought that she is a hired muscle. As a source of thy power, she's a 100% one of the heroes. I was about to say that it didn't really chain much, but here it is chaining. Yep, she really likes a man who can hold his liquor. Unfortunately, Naofumi is quite scarred by women who just throw themselves at him. Well, shit. You're not gonna be able to compete like that. Illusion's really useful, isn't it? Right, everybody was still betting against you because they thought this time they will lose for sure. Do you need weapons and armor? I mean, don't get me wrong, I hope you do get new weapons and armor. Gotta love me some visual upgrades. Oh. Hello. Fancy meeting you here. And probably made a small fortune betting on him. Yeah, not gonna happen. Ah, right, foot in the door. Not like Naofumi has a business. So, food, a whole ass leg. So like that, what do you call it? That aged jamon something, I think it's called. That Spanish aged cattle leg. Probably the Beast Boy. Oh, no. It's our Biden friend. Harpoon Hero. Yep. Out with it. Naofumi is incredibly dense. If you know that it's the Harpoon Hero, just say it, Raftalia. Just say it, please. Raftalia, just say it, please. No? Okay, sure, that's also fine. Drunken Lightning, I guess makes sense. That moniker. A chance to make a lot of money. Goddess of Victory, Nikkei. Nice music. Of course, those two are betting, probably on Naofumi. Yes. How do you know? Not like it was hard to tell, but. Okay, combat stance. I like that Philo is still using the flail instead of her claws. She really took a liking to that flail, didn't she? Yeah, no worries about hitting it. About it hitting. Who's gonna pay for it? Water now? So it's not just lightning. Oh no. The arena itself is changing. Huh. And she probably feels like home in this area. Just sap the water and everybody dies. And she also seems to have some sort of a control over water. Is she a mermaid? She's probably a mermaid, isn't she? Not what I expected a mermaid to look like, but sure. Okay, she's an orca. Oh, you know her. Small world, huh? Yeah, but you still need to fight. The audience demands it. At least give them a nice performance. Exactly. Yep, it's a performance. Something flashy, but probably fairly easy to get out. For a moment, I thought that Philo is just going to fly with this flail. Helicopter, helicopter. And now nobody saw what happened, so she can claim that she's been defeated. Oh no, I have fainted. 10 out of 10. Great performance. Truly Oscar worthy. Of course they betted for Naofumi. Guess who's gonna buy them up? We have someone with plenty of money. Oh, of course. The Beast Boy. Oh, there's the Jester Girl. Puppet Hero? Probably something along those lines. We're gonna get cliffhangered, aren't we? We have only like not even 10 minutes left. Closer to 6 or 7. Yeah, Wire Hero. Or something along those lines. Okay, Philo managed to break through. Double chant. Or is it different than a double chant? Or a combo attack, or whatever you want to call it? Thunder. Okay, so you don't even know what spell you're gonna get. Okay. It's a buff, isn't it? Yep, it's a buff. Okay. She became the thunder god. I know the voice of this murder clown from somewhere. Easy. And powerful. Oh, I'm having so much fun this episode. I'm having so much fun. Yeah, she's out cold. Or not. Okay, I guess clone no jutsu. What's up with your voice? Is she a hero from another world? Okay, what's the deal with this clown? I really thought she's gonna be one of the star heroes. Of course. Who cheated? Oh. Whomst? Oh, hello. Yep, the very same. Yeah? Hmm. Why are you lot helping them? I mean, they probably betted, so that would be the reason. Apparently. Okay, do we have ourselves another team member? Or a powerful villager? A teammate. At least temporarily. Life's not gonna be easy for you, my dude. Life's not gonna be easy. Yeah, I really thought that he's gonna fight against Naofumi. I assume he's headed to his sister. Yeah, buying some remedies to cure or treat at least his sister. Them. Is it a gender neutral them or is it multiple siblings them? Gender neutral them because it's probably supposed to be a mystery who this bandaged up person is. Okay, so I assume next episode we're gonna meet those two. In this drawing, Raftalia looks like Saga from Arknights. Where are those drawings from, I wonder? From the light novel? Sketches of the author? Because they don't look like, the final art. Rather like something that, who was it who drew the OG One Punch Man manga? That. We didn't get an opening in the previous episode, did we? Because I really don't remember this. Okay, there's gonna be a couple more voices to check out, I guess. Next episode, the white... Somebody pick up the phone because I fucking called it. Yeah, I knew it's gonna be those two. Okay, so how about now we go through this episode again? Shall we? This was such a fun episode. I love how much fun Philo is having with the flail. And I love that she continues using it. It's really so rare in anime and even in manga that you see any sort of visual upgrades to main characters, be it using a different weapon or wearing different armor or anything of the sort. It's so goddamn rare. Melty. Melty's gonna join them for a while. Again, it would seem... Assuming what we're seeing is visions of the future and not just completely detached moments that might not even happen in the main series. Here's one of the White Tiger siblings. Here's the other one. Yeah, I just hope that Itsuki is not going to be, wrapped around a bitch's finger. Because this scene really tells me that it might be the case, and Itsuki would be so fucking stupid to allow for that to happen. I really hope it doesn't, because I'm gonna lose any shreds of respect I have for him. I swear. Those are the wine bowls. And yeah, he just drank it, chewed the wine bowls, swallowed them. And she really likes a man who can hold his liquor. I really thought that she's gonna be one of the mercenaries, and it's gonna be a sort of a, no hard feelings, it's my job, I have to stop you here. But no. The moment I saw that she has a very special weapon, and the moment I saw that she starts chanting "a source of thy power," was the moment I was sure that she's one of the 7-star heroes, and she probably is. She might be just a really powerful magic user and not a hero, but something tells me she might be one of the 7-star heroes. Wasn't one of the 7-star heroes a harpoon hero, right? She wields a harpoon. There we have it. I really like this moment. Naofumi just, instinctively pushing her away. He is still scarred. I love it. I love that it's persistent and it's not to be overcome this easily. I really, really do. There is an example of a manga that does this kind of sort of trauma kind of badly, and this is like the opposite of that. There's a manga, can't remember the title, but essentially our main character is an orphan who is taken in by some family, and the family treats him super well, and he finds the love of his life, and everything is peachy, and he gets education that he couldn't think of when being an orphan, gets fully pulled into that noble family, gets a noble status, life's looking up for him, and then his entire family and everybody he loved and knew gets slaughtered. And he sets off on the path of revenge and fucking deletes entire cities. And then he gets a harem. And it just continues with him having a harem and just defeating some bad guys every now and then and getting a new harem member every now and then. And where did that, trauma and revenge and shit like that go? Nowhere. It just disappeared. It's not the case here. Naofumi still, when Sadina threw herself at Naofumi, at that moment he saw multi. 100%. He saw multi at that point. I like it. I like that we're not forgetting about the rules of his character. I'm praying we don't see each other in the Colosseum. Yeah, of course. We're gonna get a nice store in the village. The village is developing. I like it, how it's building up. We're gonna have a brand new store now. We're gonna have a blacksmith. We're gonna have we already have the granny who trains everybody. It's looking up for Naofumi's village. Our next opponent is Nadia. Oh, I know why Raftalia is... why she's thinking here. I thought that she put two and two together, that, oh, Harpoon Hero. Wasn't there a Harpoon Hero among the 7-star heroes? And she doesn't just say it, but it's more probable that she put two and two together and noticed, hey, Sadina Onesama also uses lightning and also uses a harpoon, so it's probably Sadina Onesama. So I kinda misread it. Team Rogue Valley versus Nadia. Interesting that she knew that his reason... Oh, again, I misunderstood. Now I get it. I thought, initially, that she realized that he's the shield hero, right? Is your reason because you need a fortune to buy the slaves from Lurolona village to resettle them in Lurolona village? That's how I understood it initially, but no, what she's saying is, are you one of the people who are buying up slaves from Lurolona village as a symbol of status, or with the goal of reselling them to the shield hero eventually? That's who she takes him for. Very nice battle. Very nicely animated. I really am surprised by the quality of animations, with season 2 just being a bunch of sliding PNGs and CG garbage, to actually see some good and proper animation. It's nice. It's really nice. Like this. Philo taking the Clementina pose. Almost. Clementina's pose in Overlord Season 1 was a little different. But yeah, some really nice bits of animation. Really nice art. Sure, some sliding PNGs. Like, absolutely, Philo here is just a sliding PNG with just her skirt animated, but even still, it's really nicely animated. At least compared to Season 2. The two sides moved so fast that a field change spell took effect. Yeah, sure. That was absolutely because they moved so fast. No, it's because the sponsors wanted to give Sedina an unfair advantage. Choral magic spell. What is choral magic? Is it the double cast, double chant, like what Philo and Melty cast once, right? Philo casting wind magic, Melty casting water magic, and they summoned a typhoon. Is that choral magic? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the correct term here is. I think so. And fight for real. Nadia is going to transform. I really thought that she's gonna be especially with her lower body being engulfed by water, I really thought she's going to be a mermaid. That her upper half is going to stay the same and she's gonna get a fish tail. But I got so much more than what I bargained for. We get a lady orca. A buff, thick lady orca. Okay. Shigaraki. Who the fuck is Shigaraki? Why did he scream Shigaraki? It's not the name of a spell, is it? I don't know, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just not remembering something from Season 2. Is it Raftalia's sword name? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Thankfully, it can be resolved peacefully. Sadina ne-sama. Damn, she big. Reminds me of Hildren from Warframe. 100. If I go to E61, is that it? E61, I think, right now, and I type in Sadina or Shield Hero, 100%. There's gonna be some art of her. 100%. If not today, then tomorrow. Absolutely, there's gonna be art of her. God damn, she thick. And of course, let's put on a show. Wink. Well, the wink happens later, here. Wink, wink. And we're putting a nice show to also obstruct what's actually going on. I really thought that Philo is going to be spinning this flail so fast that she's just gonna helicopter her way upwards. But no, she just uses it to summon a tornado. I mean, it's fitting for a flail to summon a tornado, isn't it? I'm gonna say it again. I really like that Philo is using the flail now. I hope she keeps using it for the foreseeable future. The claws are fine, but I really like the flail. It's a weapon that is so rarely represented in anime, and usually when someone uses it, it's one of the bad guys. Most commonly, shirtless, bald, bulging muscles, has a flail, maybe a metal mask on his face, just grunts and smacks the flail around. You know the archetype. This time around, it's Philo. Again, I hope she uses it for foreseeable future. Oh no, I have been defeated. How could it have happened to me? Of course, those two motherfuckers betted on Naofumi. Exhibition match, of course. versus the killer clown. Murder clown. Again, I really thought that it's some sort of a wire hero, one of the 7-star heroes, or perhaps a hero of another world, especially later on, but now I'm not sure who the fuck it is. Casting a coral spell. I like the fact that when you cast a coral spell with someone who you never casted a spell with, you just don't know what you're gonna get. This is cool. Like, there are perhaps some pre-established combinations, right? Like, you cast water and you cast lightning, you get a thunderstorm spell. You cast stone and you cast fire, you turn ground into lava. Those sorts of basic combinations. But I like that you cast a spell together with someone whose magic element is shield. What are you gonna get out of it? I don't know. Nobody has magic element shield except the shield hero. So there are no, notes in the old almanacs of magic and whatnot. It's cool. You know who we're casting this on? On Raftalia. She gets a buff. She becomes the Thunder God. I always like me some characters who use scissors in combat. Nope. Not gonna be that easy. Brave Blade missed. And Owarida. Primary explosion. Primary impact, rather. Yeah, primary impact. Secondary impact. Always love that secondary impact happening. When the weapon makes contact with the ground, and for a moment you think that's it, and then the ground gives out, and just a crater appears. Always love me this effect. Scapedoll. What's with the glitchy voice? Okay, let's hear it. I'm guessing you have 4 buffs. Raftalia has 4 buffs, I assume. Or 4 buffs as in 4 buffers. But there aren't 4 buffers present, so probably 4 buffs. That will get you killed. Your base strength is too low. If you're not a hero who no one can defeat, the other world will destroy you. You're having trouble fighting someone as weak as me. What? So, the murder clown is someone from another world, but something tells me that another world is different from the another world that we've been to in season 2. I wonder. Murder clown is from another world, distinct from another world in season 2. And another prediction: murder clown is a hero. And another prediction, while we're at it, Sadina is a star hero. There we go. Is she a ninja or something? She's been talking about another world, and your first thought isn't other people know about another world? Is she from another world? Your first thought, is she a ninja? Really, Naofumi? Really? Cheating, of course. They have a lot of pull, don't they? Being able to just override the results of this battle. He will receive both the fight money and his betting winnings, as he deserves. Well, that probably works out in favor of the slave merchant, because ultimately he's going to get this money, right? For the slave from Lurolona. I wonder how it works out for him, though. What business does he have to be getting invested? I don't know. But apparently they can just override the rules of the arena. He owns the largest department store. Yeah, he's not just the owner of the jewelry stand, he's the owner of the entire fucking building. Even Rafu is cheering. A reunion. From now on, please look after me too, Naofumi-chan. Yep, you got your work cut out for you. You're never gonna be free from some sort of a femme fatale, are you? It's your curse. Medicine. I assume Naofumi is gonna be able to make much better medicine easily. This looks kinda like the curse that Raftalia got from the dragon. I wonder if this is also some sort of a magic curse. Does this character have a name? She does, doesn't she? Atla. Atla has a curse. Probably what happened. I don't know how, but it happened. And what is this place? Slave quarters? I don't know, it kind of looks like sewers. Kind of like slave quarters. I don't know. Interesting, curious art in the ending. I wonder, is it actually from somewhere? Is it like, you know, working sketches of the light novel author, or is it done in this style on purpose? Really hard to tell. Is it on purpose, or is it just a quick sketch the author made just to give the reader an idea, or themselves an idea of what's gonna happen? The White Tiger siblings, we already know what's gonna happen in the next episode. I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen, but we know what's gonna be the plot of the next episode. Okay. So, as I said, I wanted to check out a couple more things. Namely, voices of Sadina, of the is the Killer Clown. Killer Clown is not listed, I'm afraid. Shit. I really wanted to check out the voice of the Killer Clown. Let me go to my anime list, maybe. Let's see. Tate no Yuusha Season 3. Characters and stuff. No, I don't see the Killer Clown listed anywhere. Sad. Because I recall that voice from somewhere and I wanted to check out who is it. I guess let's check out Atla. I don't think if we went through Atla's voice actors or not. Just briefly. Atla Arona. Okay, so we did go through it because I distinctly remember someone's voice actor being the same as Arona from Blue Archive, Sheffield from Azure Lane, Chika from Kaguya-sama, yep. And Paul Kohei Amasaki, who also voices Mephisto in Arknights. Yeah, okay, we did go through it. Till in Witch from Mercury. Sadina. I think we also went through Sadina. Amiko Shimizu, Holo, Project Red from Arknights. G36 from Girls Frontline. Yamashiro from Azure Lane. Kallen Statfield from Code Geass. And a couple other roles. Okay, whatever. So, as I said already, I really had fun during this episode. All the way throughout. I just had a smile on my face. It was good. It really makes me feel confident about this show, that they can make something better than season 2, that they can make something perhaps even on par with season 1, although that's not going to be easy, because season 1 had that really unique, maybe not unique, but really strong main drive of Naofumi and his vengeance. Consecutive seasons don't have that drive anymore, so we're gonna have to figure out, they're gonna have to figure out, I'm not gonna have to do anything. The creators of the show are gonna have to figure out a main drive. I think looking for the heroes is gonna be it. Who's to say that? It's interesting that we finished the arena arc in just the second episode. I fully expected it to continue for at least like couple more episodes, at least until episode 3 or 4. I fully expected now for me to have to fight against one of the tiger siblings. I fully expected some machinations to be done behind the scenes and spending time on that. I really expected it to just plain take more time, but it didn't, and that's also fine because we can move on towards, I don't want to say more interesting topics, but towards more mainline topics, like looking for the heroes, for example, trying to grow stronger to be able to defeat the Phoenix, protecting against the waves, etc., etc. Because I really wouldn't want it to just get stuck at essentially a side quest for like half a season. That's kind of how the Spirit Tortoise arc felt a little bit. So I'm glad that we are moving on. Yeah, I think that's it. I enjoyed this episode thoroughly. More of that, please. I hope, and oh, I just didn't switch to this view. Great, amazing. I had fun. As I said, good episode. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. You guys tell me, did you enjoy this episode? What did you think of it? What did you think of my reaction, my theories, stuff like that? Tell me in the comments down below. No spoilers, please. Spoilers, go to my Discord here, also in the description, if you want. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, but tell me why so I can improve. Subscribe to the channel to be notified of future releases of not only Shield Hero, but also Frieren, Magia Record, Psyhead no Paladin, Shangri-La Frontier, Helk, Zom 100, and plenty of others coming at you in the future. I also stream sometimes, so you might want to click the bell icon to be notified of when I go live. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon, linked down below, where for $10 a month you get early access to non-seasonal shows like Magia Record, and for just $1 you get a role on the Discord and a place in the credits. You can also support me on YouTube itself via memberships, super thanks, stuff like that. And if you don't want to spend any money whatsoever, share my content, spread the word. It really costs you nothing and helps the channel a lot. And now, with all of that out of the way, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, you guys do the good stuff. And I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers! And here's my wonderful Patreons: QB, Without the Net, Group of Survivors, Zay Rainer, Shoshu, Aquamancer, Fassel, David, Dr. Watt, Marsh, Ukela, and Hans Peter. And you can join them without having to fight on the arena for it.